I think the Football Supporters Federation would join everybody in football in condemning the actions of the individuals that ran on the pitches at the weekend. It's not unusual that fans go on the pitch. It is, however, exceptionally unusual that supporters enter the field of play specifically to attack it's particularly unusual that supporters enter the field of play to attack a supporter, which is what we saw yesterday. And yes, clearly there has been a huge outcry over it.
And is this some?
I think unless people want to see football stadiums turned into fortresses, I think there needs to be some acceptance that unfortunately within any large crowd, be it at a football match or a concert, there may well be one or two people that break the law either deliberately, as we saw over the weekend, or inadvertently. And I'm sure people wouldn't want their personal freedoms infringed upon on the off chance that somebody might do something stupid. Well, in the instances that we saw at the weekend, my understanding is at least two of the individuals are going to be dealt with by the criminal justice system, which is absolutely how it should be. And of course, the judiciary is entirely independent, so it's not for us to ask them to impose harsher sanctions than they would ordinarily. A football club is a private business, so they're completely within their rights to ban whoever they like from stadiums. But we prefer indefinite bans as opposed to lifetime bans. As a general point, if you've got a 17-year-old who does something stupid and you impose a lifetime ban on him, that gives him no chance of rehabilitation, and arguably it becomes a tick box exercise rather than anything meaningful. Well, the police are obviously part of the criminal justice system, so their part is to arrest the fans, the individuals, and charge them with an offence and put them before the courts. But a football club, again, as a private business, they are within their rights to do whatever. But a football club as a private business are fully within their rights to ban whoever they like from their stadiums for as long as they like. But as I said, as a general point, we prefer to look at indefinite bans rather than lifetime bans. I think, frankly, it's hugely disappointing to hear anybody talk about fences, bearing in mind what happened at Hillsborough. With regard to other measures, such as I've heard people talk about moats, netting, all of these things, I think they need to ask themselves, given that over any one season, upwards of 1 million people attend a football match, not even double figures would go on the pitch with malicious intent. Is it really proportionate to be talking about these measures, or is it purely and simply a knee-jerk reaction? Well, the sanctions have already been brought in. The individuals, as we've discussed, are before the courts, and the football clubs have imposed lifetime bans, which is entirely their prerogative. But again, as a general point, we're not really fair. We don't really consider lifetime bans are fair in every single case, particularly when you're dealing with younger fans, not least because it doesn't give them a chance to rehabilitate and learn from their mistakes.